What's poppin', BABsquad? It's your girl BreeAngelique, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm just going to be taking it slow, running it back for you guys. I know I have a lot of new subscribers, so I want to not assume that everybody's on the same level. While we have time during this quarantine, I just wanted to slow the pace back down, walk you guys through a makeup tutorial, step by step, something super easy for beginners. And I'll be incorporating new techniques that I've learned as a makeup artist. It's been a year since I really sat and broke everything down for you guys. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend about me. We're still trying to get to 10K by May. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get it started. So first things first, I'm priming my face. So if you're new here, you might not know, but I have very dry skin. So I like to use a baking oil to prime my face. Today I'm using the Makeup Revolution Baking Primer. I used to use the Makeup Revolution Baking Primer back when it looked like this. So like, Makeup Revolution is my jam. And if we're talking drugstore products that are pretty good dupes for high-end products, definitely Makeup Revolution. But this is how it used to look, and this is what it looks like now. Like, they have stepped up. Like, they have come a long way with their brand, and this is a good brand to show an example of what it's like when you're consistent and you just keep going and you stay in your lane, collect your bag, and improve. Like, I'm here for it. The outside light keeps changing. I'm sitting in front of an open window, which is rookie mistake number 1 when you're using studio lights. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna go into eyebrows. I'm gonna try out Spiked by MAC. Usually on my clients, I use Stud, but I wanna see what it's like. So, when I do my eyebrows, I like to comb them out, see what I'm working with, see, that needs to be tweezed. One moment, I'm combing out my brow. And I like my brows to be like a little bit longer, like kind of out to here, and full, but also following my natural shape. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna draw a line under my brow, but I'm gonna start here. I'm not gonna start all the way in here. I'm gonna start like almost halfway. What I'm doing is just drawing a line out. So after I have my line drawn, it's going out to about right here. I'm gonna go up to the top and connect the tail of my brow. Connect it to this point. And I get why people like spiked, but for me, it's a little too light. So that was cute, but I'm not gonna go with that. I'm going to go into Stud, which is my favorite. Yeah, that's way too light, because I have jet black hair, so maybe if I hadn't dyed my hair, that would have been cute. But so basically what I'm just doing right now is going back over what I did so that it can be, yeah, that's what I like. I like dark. So I went back over it, and now I'm just gonna do hair strokes. So just short, wispy strokes like that, to fill in wherever I feel like it's too sparse. Sparse meaning too thin. When I'm working on my clients, I hold my pencil like this, but it's because that's the way that you get the pressure you're looking for. And if you want to extend it out, you can, but make sure you're extending it not by drawing a line, but by just pressing and pulling up. And that'll make the tip or the front part of your brows look more natural. Another tip is to fill it in with most of the pressure applied along the baseline of the brow. Then, when you come up to the top, you just nice and smooth it out, barely applying any pressure to the product. And when you're done, you have a very natural looking eyebrow. Alrighty, well, the eyebrows are done. So my favorite brush to use for concealing my brows is my concealer brush. This is gonna be in one of the sets that I launch whenever Corona lets up on us. I use this brush because it's flat and because it's oval shaped. Anything that is flat and oval shaped will give you a pretty good result for under the brows. So what I do is get some concealer on her, about this much, to cover the tip. Then when I go in, I start on this like brow bone area, and that's where I apply the concealer. Then I move upwards to blend. And you want to make sure you're getting the product all the way up there, but you don't want to bring a lot of it up there. So use a very light hand, small deliberate strokes, and just take your time. Also, if you just want to do your brows one day and just go, it helps if you use foundation for that too, because then you don't have to put anything else on your face. You can just literally do your brows and go out the house. Okay, once you have your brows snatched, you need to go in with a dome style blending brush. This is another one from my set, but you can use any brush that looks like this. What you do with these types of brushes is stipple. Your key motion with brushes like this is this type of action. So you want to go in and stipple to blend out and kind of dry out the concealer that is under your eye. And you want to do that up between the brows and up under each individual brow. And that just kind of melts everything into the face. After you finish your eyebrows, if you are doing an eyeshadow look that has any shimmer, glitter, or vibrant colors, you want to make sure that you are doing your eyeshadow as your next step so that you do not end up getting colors and glitters and things all over your face. So I'm actually going to be trying out the new Jaclyn Hill palette. This is Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. I never bought her first one, but I walked past this one in the store and I saw my coworker use it on a client, and I was like, honey, I need to get up in there. So that's the palette I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be using a mixture of Morphe brushes and other brushes. So when you are doing an eyeshadow look, it's important to prep your eyelids with some type of eyeshadow base. So I already have my Tarte concealer, I already have my Born This Way concealer on, and now I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Tan Sand, and I'm going to put a teach bit on each eye. And I'm gonna let it sit there for a little bit. And I do that so that it can dry down. But I use that color with the same blending brush as before. It's a little lighter than the color I used to carve out my brows. So today, since this is a beginner tutorial, I'm gonna take it pretty simple, but it is gonna be pretty. This brush is actually from my set 2. It is a fluffy blending brush, eyeshadow blending brush, and I'm going to use that to apply my transition shade. So I'm not going to dry down my concealer, so it's important to pack the color onto the brush and then stipple it on, like to place it in. So I'm going in with Thick Skin. This shade is going to go directly in my crease, like so. Oh, she's red. Oh, she's way more red than I thought she would be. Okay, this isn't what I had planned, but part of makeup is improv. So I'm placing it on my crease. But keep in mind, when you're placing into your crease, you're using your brush kind of flat like this. You're not going in like that. You're going flat to place it where you want it. And you're really not even using the whole brush. If you see, I'm using it right at the top. So those are just some application secrets and tips that you guys might not have picked up on from watching other people's videos or even my own videos. So when you get in your inner corner, a trick that I've been doing lately is like keeping it very light and fluffy right there. Like just keeping the color, like you know color is there, but it's not giving you a whole bunch, you know? So then once you've placed it where you need it to be, you just go back out and blend the edges out until they're soft. This formula and this eyeshadow? Okay, Jaclyn, I see you, sis. Sis said, y'all gonna give me some credibility back. So another way to ensure that the eyeshadow is getting blended out the way that you want is to kind of rotate that brush to the other side that you didn't really use to apply the shadow and use that to buff out the edges. This is one of my favorite LMA songs, so I'm gonna finish doing that on this eye and build this up to where I need it to be and then come back. So now what I wanna do is bring you guys some sultry spring sexiness for this look. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna deepen her up. This is gonna be a nighttime look now. It went from daytime look to nighttime look. And we're gonna deepen this color up with Nyx. So that's down here. This one is, in comparison to this one, it's a little more fluffy. It's still gonna transition, well not transition, but blend the color out, but it's not gonna pack it on quite as heavy as that first brush. So we're gonna go into Nyx, but we're gonna apply it in the same type of way. We're going to pack it on and then blend it out. So I'm packing it into only my crease. So you saw how the other color went up and out? We're keeping this one tucked right here. So I'm applying it mostly to my lid of my eye and then I'm scooting it up like we did with the concealer under the brow. And then I'm going to continue to pack that shade on right here in the corner and only bring it up and over just a little bit. Because then I'm going to flip my brush over and I'm going to start blending into my crease. All right, I caught myself about to be extra, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to add the darkest shade of this look, which is gonna be Crazy. And I'm using this Morphe brush. So I'm gonna put her right here. And I'm gonna pat her in all over the lid. And we've just turned this into a smoky eye. So what happened was, I remember this was still a beginner look, so I needed to wrap it up. So what's gonna happen is we're just gonna tap this color in, the Crazy color. We're gonna tap it in the inner corner, or the outer corner. We're gonna keep it nice and focused, but we're gonna continue it up right to before we put that second color. And we're gonna pack it on all over the lid, and this is now officially a smoky eye, a matte berry smoky eye. Since I'm extra, I might add a little bit of the black just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. So what I did was take 2 dabs of black and added it right on top of that berry color, just to give her a little more depth. The colors are beautiful. The formula is better than it used to be, but it's not exactly where I want it to be because some of the colors were still breaking up. But it's a pretty good palette, I need to go right under my brow with, oh God, I guess love handles. Like, I'm scared because her color changed on me that first time and I was not happy about it. But I want something that's going to, yeah, that's it. Perfect. That is perfect. Love handles is an amazing shade. Oh my god. Love. I thought my shade in my palette was perfect for the underbrow. Honey. Love handles? What? This is the perfect transition shade for anybody that's light skinned. But for us chocolates? What? Under the brow? What? Period. She might go up another half point just for that shade. That one shade. That was a good ass shade, Jaclyn. Ooh, bitch, that was a good shade. I already primed a long time ago with the primer. So I am going to use a different foundation shade, but this is the same foundation that I always use. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid with SPF 15, and my shade, this shade is NW44, which I feel like stink is a little light, but oh baby, no, I mean she a little red bone, but we can work with it. I got this shade because I couldn't remember what shade I wore when I went to the store to get my emergency makeup. Use just this old raggedy Sephora concealer brush to apply this to my face. Now the thing that you have to remember about MAC Studio Fix Fluid is that she dries fast and she plays no games, so you want to make sure that you are ready to go when you start applying this foundation. Just blend your foundation out to the best of your ability. When you get up here with your eyebrows, I like to use foundation for the top of my brow. And you literally just follow the shape that you have laid out. Like, don't even think about it too hard, because if you do, you'll start messing things up. Just glide it right on across your face and keep it moving. And you do that with the concealer brush so that you don't have to get so close to your brow with the big brush, because it's hard to control where the product goes with the big brush. The concealer I'm going to use is that Born This Way concealer again. And I'm applying that along my bone. Cheekbone, eye socket bone, whatever bone you want to call it. Then a little razzle dazzle up there, a little razzle dazzle down here, and a sprinkle on my nose. I no longer do the top of my lip as far as like applying it directly there, because that is a very sensitive spot for me. Like, my eczema has been acting crazy, okay? The brush that I'm going to use to blend in my concealer is going to be a BH Cosmetics brush. Looks like this. Remember how I was telling you with the foundation I was using, or the eyeshadow I was using it flat? Well, this is a brush that is already flat. It is made to be flat on one side. And I use that to help stipple in my concealer and to bring it up into these tiny spaces by the side of my nose and up under my eye. On another one of my BH Cosmetics brushes, my good sis right here. So I take the powder, knock off any extra, knock off as much extra as I can, and then I stipple and press it into my concealer. And I look up, make sure I get directly under my eye so there's no creasing. After that step is done, I go in with whatever I'm using to contour that day. Today, it is going to be, I think my face is a little dry looking, so I'm going to go in with one of my Maybelline sticks. Not espresso. Espresso is too dark. I want to do something a little lighter. This one is in the shade Deep Bronze. Oh, I like that. So I'm going to apply that on my face. Now, to finish everything up, I will take my big powder brush, and I usually go in with my Lancome Dual Finish powder, but I want to take my mineralized skin finish in the shade Dark Deep that I bought from MAC. So I'm gonna use this dirty ass brush and put on my skin finish, and hopefully I'll still be able to see a difference. Oh, that's pretty. Oh yeah, I like this shade. I was gonna get a lighter shade, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because it would have been too light, too much lightness going on my face. Come on, mineralized skin finish. Love a little skin finish. I had a mineralized skin finish way back in the day, and I didn't use it as a finishing powder. I used it as a foundation. So I am hashtag loving what's going on right now. And I kept all the brushes I've used so far out, so you can see like what your essentials are. Not that many, not that many. Okay, so after we have done all of the razzle and all of the dazzle, I'm gonna go in with our new MAC blush in the shade Rosie Does It. We're using to blend out my contour, and I'm gonna use it for my blush. And she's super pretty, love her. Goes with our eyeshadow. I blend it into the contour so that I can bring life back to my face, but without having to be obnoxious. You don't gotta do too much. Last step is gonna be highlight. I usually go frosty, but today I'm going to go into the Moscow Mule and Ginger Binge by Rihanna Fenty. Taking this brush, I'm gonna sweep that right over my blush. Well, the last two steps are lashes and lips. So while the lash glue dries off, I'm going to mattify my face with the NYX Matte Finish, which I have not used in so many years, but I didn't feel like spending $30 on Urban Decay, so. Oh. Okay, so, oh, I look wet. So that's my setting situation. I haven't had a matte face, like with setting spray included, in a long time. So I'm going to go in and put my lashes on. Then I'm going to smoke out my under eye, and we will be done. Okay, lashes are on. Bitchy mode is activated. So now we're going to go under the eye with some dark brown liner. So my under eye gets really aggressive with me when I try to do things like put colors in my waterline and everything that I'm trying to do right now, essentially. So if you have the same issue, your eyes are really sensitive, just go slow, take your time. If you're rushing, decide to skip this part because you don't want all of your hard work to get washed away by your troublesome eyes. So if you're rushing to get ready and you have sensitive eyes, don't put anything under your eye, just keep it going. I'm actually gonna use the brush I used to put it on our eyes. So I brought the lip in, and now I'm going to put on my Spike lip gloss right in the middle. but now I love it. So I'm gonna top off with the Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Clear Lip Gloss. So this is our finished look. The lashes kicked it up to a whole different level of bitchy, but I love this look. I love this look. I'm gonna be dyeing my hair jet black again in about like a week. But here's our look, guys. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed this look. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend about me so we can get to 10K by May. And I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.